Marina from cyclicalthought.com, bringing you sustainable solutions every Sunday to help you create, grow, and thrive. Now today is the inaugural episode of Come Plant With Me. So this is essentially going to be a mini-series about how I'm planning my garden in my bullet journal. So in this episode, we're going to start talking about land and location, and also your intention for a garden. So first off, why do you want to grow a garden? For me personally, my boyfriend has an organic farm, so we're already growing a lot of organic vegetables. However, there are some things we don't produce commercially, and those crops are the things I'm going to be predominantly focusing on in my garden. So that's just my current situation. That may not be the case for you guys, but just keep in mind, is this going to be a side thing? Is this going to be just a little hobby that you're setting up? Or is it going to be something you're going to put a whole bunch of effort into? So keep that in mind while you're planning. So there's a couple topics we're going to go over today, talking about land and location. So the first one's going to be about hardiness zones. The second, we're going to talk about season length and seasonality. Third, we're going to talk about the soil type. And fourth, we're going to go over how to actually make a physical map that represents the garden you're working with. So let's jump right into it. So first, hardiness zones. First, you're going to go to the USDA website to find your hardiness zone. I will link all of these links in the description box down below. So here you can see all you need to do is put in your zip code, and then it will give you right below the zip code box your actual zone, and that's referring to the most harsh temperatures that you experience in the winter. So now we're going to go to the Old Farmer's Almanac website to find our season length. This is kind of a generic chart they have that they put out every year, and it's referring to how many days you have in your location without a fear of frost. Now the numbers on this chart are particular for a 50% frost date, or frost-free date is what they call it. So that means that after and before this date, there's a 50% chance of still receiving a frost. So that means you're still going to have to play pretty safe at that point. You're not 100% safe from frost at these dates. So here we're going to do a soil test. Now this is the Web Soil Survey website, once again by the USDA. I'll link that below. And it's kind of a convoluted system, but I'll do a little example here and explain what you do. So in this address box here, you're going to put your address. I'll cut to what it looks like after you do that. So here's my parcel. You can move the screen around a little bit. And you're going to have to manually put in your AOI, or area of interest. And this is the actual area they're going to be giving you soil information of. So that's creating your area of interest. And then you're going to want to go to the Soil Map tab. That's where it will actually give you the information about the soil type in that area of interest. So here on the side you can see I have a Cheney Ashy Silty Loam 0 to 8% slopes. If you click on that, you can see it's a link. It'll give you a little bit more information, well not a little bit, a lot bit more information about that soil type. So if you scroll down, some of the really useful information is going to be down lower where it says typical profile, and that's talking about the actual soil profile the deeper you go down. So you can see at the very bottom I do have a very good drainage lower down, so I don't really need to worry too much about waterlogging in my particular soil. So here, making a map, what I used was a mix of Google Earth images and I think Google Maps, because Google Maps has a little, I guess, measuring device on the bottom that you can compare your image to see what the size of it is, which is a very useful feature. See, I ended up with an image that had this little measuring stick at the bottom and the actual overall outline of my garden area. And I'm going to print out a rough draft of this and just draw it in my journal, and it's as simple as that. good. That's what I came up with, you guys. There's my little map. And you can see I did put a little north-facing compass there, and then, you know, the south is where the sun's coming from, and this is just the information that we found on those websites. Pretty simple. But having the graph paper, I would suggest that. It made it a lot easier for me putting these little measurements on there, so I can kind of scale this up. Pretty simple altogether, I'd say. So on this page, we're going to be talking about our planting system next week a little bit, and then after that, we're going to be going into a planting schedule on the following spread. So it's a pretty simple, like 4-page spread, not too difficult, but there is going to be a lot of really densely packed information on here, so bring your scrap paper. But yeah, next week we're going to be talking about planting systems. I look forward to seeing you guys there. Bye! Thank you for watching. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. I put out new videos every week about sustainable solutions to help you live your best life, to help you create, grow, and thrive. See you next time.